Welcome to our Nourish Self-Care Circle yoga practice. We'll start standing, so take yourself up to the top of your mat. Place your feet hip-width apart and parallel. Spread out through your toes, and then start to reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Soften your shoulders down away from your ears. Allow your arms to relax alongside your body, and then soften your gaze or close your eyes, and begin to notice your breath. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Drawing each inhale deep into the lungs so you feel the body gently expand, and soften and let go as you exhale. And take a few more deep breaths here, inviting your attention into your body. And with your next exhale, relax your chin towards your chest. Take a few breaths there, opening up through the back of the neck. And bring a soft bend to your knees, and with your core engaged as you breathe out, continue to roll yourself all the way down to a forward fold. Your hands can walk down your legs to support you. Keep as much of a bend in your knees as you need for your lower back to feel safe and comfy. Relax your neck. Once you're in your forward fold, you can let your arms dangle. You could hold your elbows or the backs of your legs. Take a few deep breaths here. And letting the hands hang down towards the floor. Keep your chin in towards your chest. Engage your abdominal muscles. Make sure there's still a little micro bend in your knees, and then press your feet down into the floor. As you inhale, slowly roll yourself up. Your hands could walk up your legs to help you. We'll lift the head up last. Once your head lifts up, roll your shoulders back and down, returning to mountain pose. Draw your palms together in front of your chest. And as you inhale, take a big step back with your right foot. Lower your right heel to the floor, turning your toes in deeply. Bend your left knee over your ankle and start to square your torso towards the top of your mat. Draw your navel in and up, lift your chest up, and try to bring your ribs back over your pelvis. Keep sinking your right heel down into the floor, and you can stay here, inhale and extend your arms up overhead. If you feel steady here, try lifting your gaze up towards the sky. And then notice what your breath is like. Draw your palms together overhead, and as you exhale, draw your hands back down to your chest. Turn your right toes out slightly, so they're still turned in a little bit, but not quite so deeply. Keep your left toes pointing out 90 degrees. Take your right hand onto your hip, opening the pelvis a little more towards the long edge of the mat. As you inhale, stretch your left hand up towards the sky. Think of the top of the left thigh bone sinking towards the earth as the left side of the body reaches up towards the ceiling, finding a gentle stretch down the left side of the torso. You can gaze straight ahead or gaze up if that feels okay for your neck. Right hand can stay on the hip, or you could slide that right hand further down your leg if you wish. Keep using your core to support your lower back. And draw your navel towards your spine. As you inhale, bring your arms back to shoulder height. And as you exhale, stretch out over your left thigh. Lower your left hand down to your leg. And if it's okay for your shoulder, reach your right hand to the ceiling for triangle pose. Make sure there's a little micro bend in your left knee, and keep stretching the crown of your head away from your right hip as you open the right side of your body and your chest towards the ceiling. Engage your abdominal muscles. As you breathe in, slowly draw yourself back up, arms out from the shoulders. exhale and bend your left knee over your ankle. As you inhale, turn your left hand to face the ceiling, reach your fingertips up, resting the right hand lightly on the right leg, coming into our peaceful warrior. You can continue to slide your right hand down your back leg as far as feels safe for your body, deepening your back bend as long as you feel a length in your spine and no discomfort in your lower back. Keep your front knee directly over your ankle. With your next inhale, windmill your hands down to the floor, lift your back heel up, and step back to downward dog. Take your feet hip-width apart and lift your hips up towards the ceiling, drawing more length into your spine. Take long, deep breaths here and rest anytime you need to. With your next inhale, slowly walk your feet towards your palms, bending your knees as much as you need until you come into a forward fold. Allow your upper body to hang heavy. And press your feet into the earth, keep your chin in towards your chest, and engage your core as you inhale, slowly roll yourself back up to mountain pose. Once you're standing tall, roll your shoulders back, bringing length into your spine. Relax your arms alongside your body. Take a few deep and even breaths here. Connect your palms again in front of your chest. And as you inhale, step your left foot back, lowering your left heel, back toes turned in deeply. Bend your right knee over your ankle. Keep your left heel sinking down as you lift your chest up, drawing the ribs over the pelvis. You may stay here or inhale and stretch your arms back up overhead. If it feels okay for your neck, you can lift your gaze and then focus on maintaining a steady breath as you ground through the back heel and lift the heart up towards the sky. Bring your palms to touch overhead, and as you exhale, draw your palms down to your chest. Turn your back toes out a little bit more so they're still turned in slightly but not so deep. Keep your right toes turned out at 90 degrees, pointing forward. And then with your left hand on your hip, open your pelvis just a little more towards the long edge of your mat. And inhale, reach your right hand up. Let the top of that right thigh bone sink towards the earth as you lengthen the right side of the torso, gazing straight ahead or up towards the sky. Soften the shoulders away from the ears, and if it feels good, you can let that left hand travel further down your left leg. Now engage your core as you inhale, bring the arms back to shoulder height. And as you exhale, reach out over your right thigh, lengthening your torso as you lower the right palm to the right leg. Left hand can rest on the hip or stretch up to the ceiling. Make sure your torso is right over your right thigh and that there's a little bit of a micro bend in your right knee. Keep using your core to support you and breathe into the sides of the torso. Contract your abdominal muscles. As you inhale, slowly draw yourself back upright, arms out from the shoulders. As you exhale, bend your right knee over your ankle. Turn your right hand to face the sky. As you inhale, reach the right palm up as you take the left fingertips back towards the left leg. Peaceful warrior. You can stay here or keep sliding that left hand further down the left leg to deepen your back bend. Make sure your front knee stays over the ankle and that you're lengthening your spine, not compressing your lower back. Big, full breaths here. With your next inhale, windmill your palms down to the earth, lift your back heel up, and step back to downward dog. Spread your fingers wide, lift your hips up high, and sink your chest towards your thighs, lengthening your spine. With your next breath in, slowly walk your feet towards your hands, coming back into a forward fold. Place the feet hip width apart. You can hold the elbows or the backs of the legs. You could also reach your hands up to your lower back, interlace your fingers, and extend your arms in Yoga Mudra, only if that feels safe for your shoulders. If you're in Yoga Mudra, as you exhale, slowly relax your hands to your lower back. Slide your palms down the backs of your legs. With the arms and the head hanging heavy, engage your core, and as you inhale, roll yourself up to standing. Lift your head last, take your shoulders back and down, returning to mountain pose. Take some time here to just be with your breath. And take one more deep breath in. As you exhale, relax your chin towards your chest, slowly rolling back down to a forward fold. Take a few breaths here into the backs of the legs. And then heel toe your feet until they're together. Bend your knees enough that you can touch your fingertips down to the floor. And slowly begin to bend your knees, lift your heels, coming into a squat. If this doesn't feel good for your joints today, then linger in your forward fold. If it feels okay to come into a squat on the balls of the feet, squeeze the feet, the knees, and the thighs together. Start to bring a little more length into your spine. And you can stay here, fingertips to the floor, or use your next inhale to draw your palms up onto your thighs. Using your core and your drishti, or your focal point, to help stabilize you. Hands can stay on the thighs or palms can touch in front of the chest. And if that feels okay, you could inhale the hands up overhead. Keep squeezing the legs together and take a few more deep breaths. The arms are up overhead. As you exhale, slowly draw your palms down, reaching the fingertips back down to the earth. And then if it feels okay, start to sink your heels to the floor, as far as they'll go. If they don't reach the mat, tack a little rolled up blanket or a cushion underneath them to give you some stability. Begin to round your spine around your thighs, just laying your torso onto your thighs, taking your chin towards your chest. Fingertips can stay on the mat to stabilize you, or you could wrap your arms around your legs, give yourself a little hug so you're curled up in a tiny ball. If having your knees and your feet together makes this extra tricky, you're welcome to widen your stance slightly to make your body feel more at ease. Take a few deep breaths here into your back muscles and draw your attention deep within. And touch your fingertips back down to the earth. Slowly, as you inhale, reach your tailbone back up towards the sky, lengthening the legs, letting the head be heavy, returning to a forward fold. You can let the arms dangle or cradle one elbow with each palm. And if you have a hold of your elbows and it feels good, you're welcome to sway your upper body slowly from side to side. And turning the torso to the center, letting the arms dangle down. Press your feet into the earth and engage your core. As you breathe in, slowly roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. Once your head is lifted up, roll your shoulders back and down. Spread through your toes and lift the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. You can keep your arms relaxed alongside your body, or alternatively, you could take your hands behind you, clasping either one elbow with each palm, or coming into reverse prayer, taking the hands together behind you. Broaden across your collarbones, and take a few really deep breaths into your heart space, in the chest. And take one more deep breath in here together. One more long exhalation. You can carry on with your day. Namaste.